Okay guys, so we are back in Five Nights TD. And for this video, we're going to be doing every AFK unit versus endless mode. What this means is that there are about 6 AFK units in total, and they all have maxed out stats, they are all shiny, they are all vengeance, and we're going to be taking each and every one of them against endless mode and seeing how far they can make it. But before we get into it, let me introduce you to them. So this is Shiny Buccaneer Foxy with Vengeance. The type of unit he is single. He can do up to 50 damage. His range can get as high as 20, and his cooldown can get as low as 0.7 seconds. And for our next unit, we have a Shiny Glitched Cupcake with Vengeance. The type of unit he is AoE. He can do up to 80 damage. His range can get as high as 20, and his cooldown can get as low as 0.35 seconds. And for our next unit, we have Shiny Galleon Foxy with Vengeance, and his passive is called Pirate's Grasp. Enemies hit by attacks are slowed by 60%. The type of unit he is Splash Slow. He can do up to 400 damage. His range can get as high as 30, and his cooldown can get as low as 0.2 seconds. And then for our next unit, we have a Shiny Blighted Endo Bonnie with Vengeance, and his passive is called Blight. Slows all enemies in range by 35% and reduces enemy regen by 75%. The type of unit he is AoE. He can do up to 2500 damage. His range can get as high as 25, and his cooldown can get as low as 0.8 seconds. And for our next unit, we have Shiny Glitched Puppeteer with Vengeance. The type of unit she is Splash. She can do up to 6500 damage. Her range can get as high as 40, and her cooldown can get as low as 3.5 seconds. Then for our last unit, we have a Shiny Coffee with Vengeance, and his passive is called Coffee, whatever the heck that means. The type of unit he is damage plus cooldown boost. He does dual boost, and he can boost up to 1.3 times damage and 0.7 times cooldown. His range can get as high as 30, and his cooldown can get as low as 0.5 seconds. Okay guys, so I know I say this just about every single video, but the point of me introducing you guys to these units is to show you the raw stats and what it looks like without boosters and what it looks like without passives and maxed out stats, etc, etc. And I know that there aren't too many units for this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and set a few rules that we are not going to be selling our jar of pickles whatsoever, okay? We're just gonna be seeing how far each and every single one of these units can make it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a few of these units are kind of butt cheeks, okay? You know, they are pretty outdated, but it is perfectly okay, I promise. And I do know that Coffee is only a booster, but trust me guys, it will be completely fine. But anyways guys, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and pick Endless 5 because this is the OG Endless. We always do this Endless. And go ahead and click vote, and we are not on night 5. I don't know why it always says this. I literally have no idea. Okay guys, so we are now in the game. Let's go ahead and choose the hardest modifier in the game, and yes, I did already pre-place my units. I'm not gonna lie, this actually surprisingly makes it like so much easier because before I even pick the modifier, I can just place my units real quick. I promise you guys, it's literally so freaking useful. It actually helped me out so much. Okay, wait, okay, anyways though guys, obviously like continuing, we have our Buccaneer Foxy. Now, he is a single hit unit, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how good we can make his range. We can make it like 54. That's not that bad. However, we can't place like 6 of him, okay? This really it might not be as bad as we think, all right? You know, you never know. Let me sell these starter units though, and let me kind of just upgrade him just like this because we're still gonna have to do a DPS rating, okay? We need to make sure that we stay alive long enough to actually be able to rate the unit because that is also what this video is about. So I do not really care, guys. I'm probably gonna end up changing our HP just a little bit because we're already about to die. This is not too good for us. Anyways though, kind of looking at this unit overall, just real quick. All right, let's go ahead and get this part out of the way, guys. I think that it's honestly a pretty good design for a unit, but as you guys can see, it is heavily outdated. They are doing no damage at all. This is not freaking good. Yo, can you do damage, please? Can you do just a little bit of something? It's still a really clean design though. I would give it easily like a 9.5 out of 10 on the design. I'm being completely fair here, but 295.3 damage. Are we freaking serious? We did get his range up to 54, and we do have the best boosters in the game. We literally have like the best best thing for DPS ever, which is Vengeance, obviously. Some might say Developer, and Developer might be better, but obviously we're not going to be getting Developer on all these guys. All right, I still want to make it possible for you guys to get 2. But even Shiny Vengeance couldn't even make this dude like half decent, okay? You know, we're mainly here to test out the unit, and luckily we have an admin panel where we can like change our HP, and I can actually like get in a freaking review of him, bro. I mean, oh my gosh. He does do like 54 range, which is probably like half of the map, basically. Some maps, it might be all of the map. I don't really know. It's not really like a full map control unit, if I'm being honest. He's not all that, okay? He's really not. But guess what? We do get to use our trusty calculator, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, we have not gotten to use our trusty calculator very much lately, okay? I'm just being completely fair here. And if you guys don't know what the trusty calculator is, it is something that is on my second monitor that none of you can see, but it's where I just calculate DPS, okay? And I just be a little bit of a nerd. Just a little bit, okay? But we did just calculate the DPS, and he is doing 1,167.1 damage per second. Now, I'm not gonna lie, his cooldown's good. It's mainly just his damage. If his damage was better, he would be a lot better. Also, if he wasn't a single hit unit and very outdated, he would definitely be a lot better. But again, he's only an epic. I don't know what we really expect here. There is 6 of him, so let me times this number by 6, and all of them together are doing 7,003.1 damage per second. I'm not gonna lie, that's really not that good at all, and we are on the hardest freaking modifier, so I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is going to be extremely hard for him to actually be able to compete here. But let me go ahead and just set our base HP back to normal, and you guys are gonna slowly see why this unit is as bad as he is. Oh my gosh, bro, we're literally getting destroyed. There's nothing we can do here. Like, look at how fast we died just whenever we changed the HP. Like, I don't even think bro made it past like wave 5. GG's to our Buccaneer Foxy. Okay, once again, guys, let's go ahead and choose the hardest modifier and go ahead and, oh wow, we already have our starting unit sound once again, because I'm very big brain, guys. Okay, I'm slowly learning, even though I've been playing this game for months. Okay, months on months on months. Anyways, though, this unit that we are about to do, guys, is called the Glitched Cupcake. Okay, and this unit is an AoE unit. Now, even though it's only an epic, we can place 3 of it, but yes, it is an AoE unit, which actually probably makes it pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. The range is like 54 again, so we can basically have one guarding at least like every side, which is not even like that bad, really. Let me sell my starter units though. This unit is old as well, so let me go on the admin panel and just set the base to this, just in case we're not able to get the review. I mean, so far it's really not even doing like that bad. Okay, we have to give it a little bit of credit. I would say if we could place like 4 of them, it would probably last for just a little bit. But yeah, I just now remembered I forgot to rate the animations and the VFX on our Buccaneer Foxy. I'm so very sorry, guys. It had a pretty decent animation. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. Okay, anyways, continuing. This unit has like 54 range. All right, let's go ahead and do stats first though. Okay, guys, 54 range, I'm pretty sure is like just like our Buccaneer Foxy from the last one. Pretty decent map control. Not full map control, but pretty decent. And that is with Jar of Pickles. It's not with the shiny one because I'm not even allowed to even get that, but it is with the regular Jar of Pickles, and a regular Jar of Pickles is still a really good range booster, but there is just not enough. I mean, you know, this unit is pretty hard to get the range that freaking big, but is doing 472 damage. Oh wait, no, I got that completely wrong. Oh my gosh, I left off the 0.5. 472.5 damage every 0.127 seconds, which is not that bad. Okay, this is an AoE unit, which is honestly pretty rare to find on epic units. It does a decent amount of damage, but once again, it's just another one of those outdated units, so it's kind of butt cheeks. I don't know why this happens every single time, bro. Okay, ignore the double chin, guys. Anyways, continuing, let me go ahead and pull out the trusty calculator and put in 472.5 divided by 0.127, or 0.127. Sorry, guys, I'm so very stupid. And according to my calculations, yes, I'm being a nerd today, this unit does 3,720.4 damage per second. Now, since there's 3 of them, if we times that by 3, that is 11,161.4 damage every second. I'm not gonna lie, that's not even bad. I mean, he's an epic unit. That's not even the worst thing I've ever seen. Buccaneer Foxy was not even the worst thing that I've ever seen, but he was just a single hit unit, so it made it a lot harder for him. I mean, we would have already been dead by now if it wasn't for the admin panel, but I'm not gonna gonna lie, you know, we're still killing units pretty good. We're just, you know, we're still dying, but I do think that this AoE unit would have lasted longer than the single hit unit, which is not surprising to me because you do get thrown with a bunch of enemies right off the freaking bat for some reason. And I have no idea why you get thrown with a bunch of enemies. But as you guys can see, the AoE damage is working a pretty decent amount, and that's what makes this unit pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, though, let's look at the design. So let me go on my little beautiful free cam mode. Here we go. It's kind of shaking right now, but whenever it is AFK, it is basically like rolling around. You guys could probably see it at the start of the video. It's actually very satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. You can see it like quite literally perfectly. The design on this unit, oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, it's so nice, bro. I don't know why I like this so freaking much. Yeah, it just sits here and like rolls around. But I would give it like a 9.5 out of 10 on the design, 110 freaking percent. It looks very, very nice. And for our glitch cupcake, I would probably give the animations a 10 out of 10. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but I love the animations. Like whenever it's AFK, it has a very nice animation. Whenever it's hitting, it has a very nice animation. It's just all around good. Okay, this is something actually like different. It's crazy because this is an epic unit, and I literally know like secret units, maybe even nightmare, maybe even apex units, maybe not apex units, but some of those higher level units do have like not as good animations as this cupcake, which is kind of actually like insane. I'm not gonna rate VFX though, because there's not really any VFX, except unless you want to count the ones when it's AFK. If you want to count those, I give it like a 7 out of 10. You know, it's something pretty basic. Other than that though, we're gonna get our base HP back to normal once again, and we're probably gonna end up dying because yeah, we're just not doing enough damage. Poor glitch cupcake. Okay, we love you, glitch cupcake, I promise. Let me just put you out of your misery a little bit faster. All right, speed up the game. Moo ha ha. Okay, wait, I actually feel really bad. No, I'm sorry, glitch cupcake. No, oh my gosh, I just killed glitch cupcake. It's all my fault. GG's to our glitch cupcake. All right, guys, so we are now back in the game. Let's go ahead and choose the hardest modifier, and let's go ahead and place our units that are already placed for us. Let me just go ahead and upgrade these guys. Let me go ahead and get our other boosters down. Okay, so anyways, guys, this next unit is going to be pretty good. Okay, this is our Galleon Foxy. Now, he has a pretty good passive. I'm gonna be honest. He does splash damage and he does slowing. His passive is that he slows down units by 60% whenever he's attacking them, basically. So I'm not gonna lie, that makes him a pretty, what the heck just happened to my freaking screen? That makes him a pretty decent unit, and I think what makes him even better is the fact that you can place 3 of him, which is really good in my opinion. So I just placed one of him up there, and then I'm gonna place another one of him, I would say like right here. Let me sell my starter units just real quick. All right, there we go. So let me max all of them out. Now this is really good because, you know, our jar of pickles already does do slowing, but I'm pretty sure it's like 50%. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but the jar of pickles does like some kind of slowing. So I mean, I guess that's that's okay, but I do think that our Galleon Foxy honestly does more. I have no idea, to be honest, because, you know, 60% slowing is not a small amount. But anyways, let's actually look at his stats. I think that this is the first unit that we will be good on. This is mostly just because he's a nightmare unit. I'm like 90% sure. Now I do remember that this unit used to be pretty freaking bad. Like, people used to hate on this unit so much. Okay, you guys are wrong for that. All right, he was not even that bad. I had a video on this guy forever ago. Okay, guys, and he was really like not that bad. They did buff him, I think, and he is obviously better now. But anyways, let me get to the stats and stop yapping. So he does or has 81.5 range. Now that is like basically full map control, or on this map it's full map control. If you're on a bigger map, it might not be. I think it just depends, but in most cases it is going to be full map range, which is pretty good. We love full map range. Okay, we really do. I was stuttering a lot there. I have no idea what just freaking happened. Anyways, though, he is doing 2,362.5 damage every 0.072 seconds. Now he does do splash damage, which is pretty decent in this game, I guess you could say, but you guys know that I have my concerns with the splash damage units. I don't know what it is, I just dislike them. Okay, now as you can see, the splash damage is pretty decent, but I'm just like about them. You know, it's just not like the best thing in the world, but I mean, I guess in some cases it could be good, especially if you have like 3 of this unit down. Honestly, I'm surprised that you can even place 3 of this unit. Like, I feel like 2 of them would be enough, but hey, I'm definitely not complaining whatsoever, I promise. Let's go ahead and pull out the trusty calculator. So according to the calculator, this guy does 32,812.5 damage per second. Now if we times that number by 3, he is now doing 98,437.5 damage per second, and that's with all 3 of them combined. So all 3 of these dudes combined are doing that much damage per second. They all have full map range, so that is literally how much damage they are doing every time they are shooting someone, because since they have full map range, they are more likely to target like the same exact freaking person. So that's kind of just how that works, you know. Pretty simple math there, guys. But now for my favorite part, okay? I cannot wait to go over this part. I'm being completely honest, and that is the design of the unit. So as you guys can see, the design of the unit is very nice. Oh wait, wrong person. Oh, this guy was just super like handsome. I just had to. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm completely joking, guys. Anyways, the design of this unit is easily a 10 out of 10. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. This is one of the biggest units in the game, even though he's really not that big, but he is big at the same exact time. He has 3 cannons. The detail is insane. He is literally on a freaking ship, bro. I'm telling y'all, Five Nights TD was doing it differently with the nightmares back then, okay? They still even do this now, but like this was probably the most effort ever put into a unit. Like this was a very nice, good looking unit. I'm being completely honest here. And as far as animations goes, I don't think it's doing that crazy of an animation. As you guys can see, it's kind of just like stuttering around. So really not that much of an animation, but it does move a pretty good amount. So I would give it like a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's really like not that bad. But as far as VFX goes, we're going to go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. And I'm going to state to you all of the reasons why. Okay. So for starters, whenever all 3 of the cannons are shooting, there's like a little blue, like almost electricity slash ice, like explosion blast thingy. Yes, that is a very good way to describe that. Okay. It is a electricity, icy blast, big boom explosion thingy. Yes. But it's some very, very, very nice VFX. Okay. I have to be completely honest here. And we are about to get a perfect demonstration of the other VFX. So whenever he's actually shooting them, they basically have the same effect on them, but it looks like a lot more, probably because there is literally 9 different cannons shooting at him. Yes, because 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. So it's some very nice VFX, and it kind of just stays there for a minute after they die, which makes it even cooler. Like it's almost just like a blue, like frost, like cloud thing. I don't even like know. It just looks amazing. Okay, you guys just know that this unit looks amazing. So he's a 10 out of 10 on everything except for the animations, because he doesn't have like a crazy animation. And if you guys are wondering what I'm judging it based off of, I'm just judging it based off like his attack animation. Like he's just stuttering on the cannon, so it doesn't even really look like he's attacking, but he's looking like pretty decent. Okay, I cannot lie. But once again, the actual design is just amazing. I do think it's kind of weird how he has like the little thing below him, like where his ship stands on, but it does kind of make a little bit more sense. It would be cool if it spawned like water under him and his ship was like slowly moving along with it. That would be really freaking cool. I cannot even lie here, guys. I'm telling y'all, if they would just let me in the back, okay, where all the ideas go, I would give the best ideas. I'm telling you guys. Let's add a red fat gummy bear unit. That would be amazing. Guys, please put in a good word for me, okay? I promise I will get added at some point. Trust, okay? I take the promise back because I don't want to promise things that are probably not gonna happen, but it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine, I promise. And this time I really do promise, because it really is perfectly freaking fine. It seems like we're still doing good, but as you can see, it does look like we're lacking. Never mind. Holy crap, they just completely proved me freaking wrong. Okay, this one is the one I'm a little bit scared for. She is fast, but that is what our slowing is supposed to help with. It's supposed to slow her down, but she's still going super freaking fast. Don't tell me we're gonna die by this boss. Oh my god, are you actually joking? This slowing just wasn't enough. Oh my gosh, Gally and Foxy, please do better next time. Rah. GG's to our Gally and Foxy. Okay guys, so we are now in the game. Let me go ahead and pick the hardest modifier in the whole entire game and place my units. Oh my gosh, I'm just a flash. I placed them so freaking fast. Did you guys even see it? No, you didn't. All right, let me go ahead and get my other boosters down. So let's go ahead and talk about the next unit that we are going to be doing once again. This is going to be Blighted Indobani. Okay guys, he is an AoE unit and his passive is honestly pretty good. He does slow people by 35% if you are in his range, and I'm already assuming that his range is pretty freaking good because he is a nightmare unit. We can place 2 of him, which is very useful for us as well. Let me get him like right there, and let me get one like right there. So his range is 67. Okay, not as good as I thought actually, but not as bad as I thought either. I mean, you know, it's kind of just like in the middle on that one. But another good thing that he does that we obviously struggle with in some cases, okay, on endless, maybe not as much, but in some cases we do struggle with that a lot, is the health regen. He does stop their health regen by like 75% whenever he's shooting them, I'm pretty sure, which can be very helpful because you really don't want enemies regening health all the time. And since his range is technically not full map control, I mean, he's basically there, so I mean, you could kind of say full map control on this map at least. I would say that it is safe to say that his health regen stopper thingy is definitely helping out at least a little bit. The slowing is not going to really do too much here because his range is not even like the best of the best for one, and we already have our jar of pickles for two. So I mean, the jar of pickles is already slowing more than him, so it's not really going to make too much of a difference. So in this case, we are going to be heavily reliant on him just doing really good damage as an AoE unit and just sitting here and praying and hoping for the best. But anyways, let me go ahead and get into the design of this unit. Oh my gosh, he looks absolutely amazing. I'm just kidding, we can't even see anything. Okay, anyways, I have forever loved the design of this unit, okay? I've already made the thumbnail, guys. He's going to be in the freaking thumbnail. He looks amazing. I just really like the pink eyes. It has like almost like smoke coming off of it, or like a light kind of smoke. I don't really know. It's very nice though. I like the pink eyes. Bro's rocking the pink eyes. But I just like the design in general. It's really hard to like describe it to you guys, all right? I'm just being honest here, okay? 10 out of 10 on the design. I know I'm handing out the 10 out of 10s today, but this is just too good of a unit, okay, guys? It is just too good of a freaking unit. Now, as far as animations goes, or as far as animation goes, or animations go, I don't even really know what I'm trying to say there. He has some pretty decent animations, okay? It could be a little bit better. It's not the best, but it could be, you know, it could have some improvement, okay? I would give it probably like a 6.5 out of 10, you know? He's just doing the regular shaking thing. Actually, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 since I gave Gally and Foxy a 7 out of 10 because both of their animations are kind of just mid, and I don't really want to give him a 6.5 out of 10 because I'm pretty sure he was doing more than Gally and Foxy anyway. As far as VFX goes, I don't really even think that we can rate any VFX on this dude. I'm not going to rate the little tiny purple smoke that's on his eyes because it just wouldn't make any sense at all. He doesn't really have any effects, and there's not really like too much to him, but he is, I'm pretty sure, the first unit that has a passive. Or no, he's not the first unit that has a passive. Gally and Foxy had a passive, but this guy has one too, but I honestly think that Gally and Foxy passive might be better because he does more slowing. But I do like his passive because of the health regen, because this also applies to outside of just endless mode, guys. I know that in the video it's about endless mode, but whenever we actually think about it, there are other maps where you are gonna need a anti-regen unit on your team, and I mean, having a Bonnie on your team or a Endo Bonnie on your team wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, to be honest. Let me place him a little bit more like in there though, so we can obviously have him hitting the other side as well. Anyways though, guys, time to go over stats. So like I was saying earlier, 67.9 range, really not the worst thing in the world, okay? It could be a lot worse, like a lot worse. At least on this map, you know, Endless 5 is a pretty small map, so he does have full map control. It's not like it's completely just not that good, but it's obviously not the best range because on some maps he is going to really not have full map control, which can be bad in some cases. But again, it just depends on which map you are playing, obviously. But now it's time to pull out the trusty calculator. Holy crap, guys. So according to the calculator, he's doing 51,092.04 damage per second. I'm pretty sure that's how I say that. He has some pretty good DPS though, and then if we multiply this number by 2, we get 102,184.08 damage per freaking second. Oh my gosh. So I mean, we can place 2 of these guys, so that's obviously why I'm doing that. And since they have full map control, that means that all of these units are getting 102,000 damage done to them every single second. Which I'm not gonna lie is honestly really good in my opinion. That is going to be really good for this unit because I wouldn't necessarily say that he's outdated, but he is a decently old unit, guys. I mean, I would say he's probably at least like 7-8 months old if I'm not mistaken. Somebody obviously correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys know I can be wrong a lot of the time. Okay, I know I'm a little bit stupid, but on a real note, he is a decently old unit is my point. And for him to be this good still is a very good thing, which means that back in the day, he was probably probably even freaking better. And he's doing some good AoE damage. I really do want to see him beat the Circus Baby boss, because you guys already know it's about to be wave 50. The Circus Baby boss is very, very fast, and she can tend to be a little bit scary, okay? She's pretty fast. She just runs across here and just does her own thing. It's kind of freaking scary, I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking like the slowing's gonna be enough. Yeah, AoE units, they usually thrive in big groups, and this boss is just unbeatable for all of our units so far. Like, oh my gosh, what is freaking happening, bro? GG's to our Blighted Indo Bonnie. Okay, guys, so we are now in the game. Let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier in the whole entire game, and once again, the units are placed. Okay, I totally did not do this. It was Casper the Ghost. All right, anyways, let me get to upgrading. So for our next unit, we have a glitched puppeteer. I'm pretty sure is the name of it. We will obviously get to see the name whenever I put the unit down, but she is probably one of our best units so far. I'm gonna be honest here, but however, she does not have the best cooldown. This unit is a splash damage unit. Now, this can be really good because she does do a lot of damage. I have made a video on her before. Her range is really good. Yeah, I think we are absolutely chilling here. Let me give myself a bunch of cash real quick, because apparently I do not have enough money to upgrade her. I don't know what that is all about. Please allow me to upgrade this unit, please. Now, you guys already know in some cases splash damage units can be really bad, but oh my gosh, wow. So the lowest that her cooldown could get on, you know, raw stats is 3.5 seconds. Our cooldown booster and our Vengeance and Shiny, actually Shiny doesn't really do anything for it, but our Vengeance and our cooldown booster is so good that it has brought down her cooldown that much, which is really good. Surprisingly, she's actually half decent on bosses, but I am definitely not confident that we will be beating the Circus Baby, unfortunately. But anyways, so once again, let's go ahead and just rate this unit in general. So this is actually, well, let me explain a few things real quick. This is a unevolved version of the puppeteer that I think I made a video on. This is like the lower version of it, so it might not be as good, but you used to be able to get this from the AFK present. I wouldn't really say that this unit is outdated. Again, it's just a splash damage unit, so it really is not like hitting that many people at the same time. It does seem like we're already struggling a little bit, which kind of surprises me, I'm not gonna lie. If this unit was like a nuke unit though, it would absolutely be insane, if I'm being honest, because it would have some crazy freaking splash damage. But anyways, let me actually review the unit, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm already giving another 10 out of 10 design. I don't know what they were doing back then with these freaking units, bro. This is beautiful looking. You guys cannot tell me that this unit does not look freaking beautiful, bro. I just love the colors of it. It is very, very clean, bro. Oh my gosh. Another 10 out of 10 design. Let me set the base HP pretty high for a second, because units keep on getting by just a little bit, and I will be rating my unit, okay? And I will be going over her stats. I do not care, all right? We are not going to be dying just yet. As far as animations goes, I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10. And you know, some of you guys might be like, that's too high or that's too low. I understand, but here's the thing. The animations in this game are pretty good, but they're not anything like too crazy. But like for this game, her bouncing back and basically showing the like the impact of the sniper is honestly pretty good for this game, and it's a pretty decent animation. I'll give it like an 8.5 out of 10. As far as VFX goes, I can't really count anything for VFX here, okay? I'm not really gonna count anything. There's no like actual VFX. Actually, there is. Oh my gosh, I missed it. Please don't go in the comments and start writing paragraphs, guys. Listen to me, okay? I know, I'm blind. Pretty decent VFX, actually. It is kind of sad that I missed it. I don't know if it's because I'm literally freaking blind, but I don't really know. I mean, pretty decent VFX, if I do say so myself. It's pretty similar to the Gally and Foxy VFX. It's pretty nice, I can't lie. Whenever they're actually shooting the units, it does like just a little like quick explosion. I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It's nothing like too insane, but it's something. Actually, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's nothing too insane, but it really is nice. I mean, you know, it could be worse, okay? It really could. It could be worse. Let me pull out the trusty calculator, though. Oh my gosh, wait, no, I can't pull out the trusty calculator because she's not doing below a second. So, I mean, guys, she's just doing 38,390.6 damage every 1.266 seconds, okay? This unit does have 108 range, so that is full map control, okay? Now, there are probably very few maps where she does not have full map control, but I doubt that there are actually any maps where she doesn't have full map control, okay? 108 range, that is really good range. I'm just being honest here. That is not a low amount of range. She easily, and I mean easily, has full map control on this map at least. It does suck that I, can't really use my trusty calculator. It is kind of disappointing, guys. I need a rip in the chat. Actually, if you have made it this far, make sure to comment calculator. I have no idea how you guys have actually been commenting the words that I just decide to randomly say throughout my videos. I literally don't even think that you guys watch these, but somehow you guys watch these through, and in like 30 minutes in the freaking video, you guys will go comment a word. I have no idea how you guys know, but please get the cameras off of me, all right? I'm completely joking, by the way. I'm literally the one recording. There is clearly a freaking camera here. Okay, so we are now doing the wave 30 boss. As you guys can see, the boss is getting destroyed. But I'm not gonna lie, based off how slow we destroyed that boss, the circus baby boss would have already killed us by now, if I'm being honest. But since we are done with the review, let me go back to the regular HP because we haven't actually gotten hit yet. We have gotten pretty close. Oh, okay, we are good. We have gotten pretty close, so I'm not gonna lie. Based off how close the LOL bits are going to be getting, or at least how close they're getting right now, I am just a tad bit worried for the future, okay? I'm a little bit worried, I'm not gonna lie. Also, somebody commented on me calling the LOL bits, LOL bits. So basically, why I say that is because it just looks funny, and I just decided to call it that. I swear I know the lore, guys. I know the lore. I swear. Anyways, though, I really don't think that we're gonna be surviving. Why did I say surviving? I meant surviving the wave 50 boss because we have yet to find a unit that does survive it. Now, after this, we do have one more unit. It is the coffee unit, guys. And if you have made it this far, unfortunately, yes, the coffee unit is just a goofy unit that was added into this video. It is a booster unit, but we will still obviously be reviewing the unit, okay? We're not just gonna, like, not review the unit. It just doesn't do any damage, so there's really just nothing I can do when it comes to the coffee unit, guys. I literally cannot control it. Oh my gosh, are we about to die? Oh, we were close. The LOL bits are the only thing that, like, really get by, though. Oh my gosh, bro, they're sneaking by right here. Oh no, they're sneaking by. You need to shoot them. Oh my gosh, shoot them faster. Oh my god, wait. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Oh gosh, okay, we might end up dying here. Oh my gosh, they still have to kill these freaking circus babies and the Belloras. Will they be able to do it? Will they clutch? Wow, they clutched again. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of freaking surprising. I don't know how these bits keep on freaking clutching like this. I genuinely have no idea whatsoever. Please do not kill us, Belloras. Okay, we have made it to the wave 40 boss, but I'm not gonna lie, things are looking really freaking sketchy right now. I cannot even lie. 1.25 million HP. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know how good this is gonna be going. This is going kind of bad. Hopefully we can kill the hijacked Freddy. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know that the hijacked Freddy was this freaking fast. I don't think I've ever even died by that. Oh, we are dead. Oh, we are actually dead. Oh my gosh, yeah, GG's. Oh my good lord almighty. GG's to our glitch puppeteer. Okay, guys, so we are now in the game. Once again, let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier, and let's go ahead and get our other booster units down. Can I not get them down yet? Oh wait, I keep on forgetting. I have to upgrade my beautiful looking starter units first. Okay, guys, so this next unit is obviously the unit that you guys are seeing in the thumbnail, which, yes, is a forgotten unit, but however, it is a booster, which is what a lot of you are probably a little bit confused about. So I did just change the health up there to a lot, so we can obviously tank a lot of HP. Now, let me explain this unit, okay? It does have a passive, and the passive is literally just called coffee, and then it just says coffee right below it. It really, honestly makes no sense whatsoever, okay, guys? And it wasn't really made to make any sense at all. It's a really goofy passive, but I think at some point in the game, the shiny version of this was probably like the best dual booster that you can get. It might still be, but I don't really know because we have like triple boosters and stuff now. I really have no idea. The coffee unit is still really good, but the funny thing about the coffee unit is that you can literally place 8 of them, and I actually had a video where I'm pretty sure I made like a conga line of just coffee units, and bro looked absolutely hilarious. But let me go ahead and just max out all of them because honestly, it's just like, why not? Because we're going to be doing a review of this unit still. So it does give a 1.625 times damage boost, and then a 0.525 times cooldown boost. Now, we still have the best boosters that are right over here. Like, as you can see, his damage boost is a 1.75. His is 1.625. And then the Candy Cadet is doing 0.503. And our Coffee is doing a 0.525, which the lower the cooldown boost, the better, I'm pretty sure. So technically, obviously, our candy cadet is doing more than our coffee, I think. Okay, someone correct me if I'm wrong once again. But real quick, let's go over the design of this unit. Okay, it doesn't really have any like animations unless you want to count its AFK animation. But if we actually take a look at this unit, you can see the coffee inside of it. It looks very nice, actually. I've always loved the design of this unit. It gives something interesting to the game, especially whenever you kind of make a little bit of like a goofy, like kind of like mess around unit, but it's also good at like the same time, but also rare. I don't really know. There's just something about it. 10 out of 10 design, okay? The freaking coffee machine is amazing. All right, bro is absolutely freaking amazing, okay? As far as animations goes, if you want to count his AFK animation of him going back and forth as an animation, then you guys can go right ahead. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I like the little wobble, all right? It looks like bro is getting jiggy, trying to dance around a little bit. I would say probably like an 8.5 out of 10. As far as VFX goes, he has no VFX, so there's not really much to like review here. I mean, we could sell our other boosters like this, and then we could see how good he is boosting this guy, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. Could be a pretty good idea. And if we obviously look at his range, he has some really good range as well. Basically like full map control range, I think. That is if you use a range booster with him. He does have like 46 range on the regular. That is with Vengeance though, of course, because you guys know that I love to put Vengeance on all my units in the video, so that was kind of the point. You are going to want Spring Lock on this unit, obviously, because he is a booster unit, so it does make a lot more sense. But I mean, overall, he's a pretty good booster unit. I cannot lie, guys, but let me go back to our regular base HP and just kind of let us die here. But Coffee is probably one of the best boosters in the game still, if not still the best dual booster. I really have no idea, because once again, we have like triple boosters and crap now, so there could be like a whole entire different meta. I have no idea. But GG's to our Coffee. Okay, guys, so I really did enjoy making this video. I'm not gonna lie, all of these units were actually really good. The only unit that was kind of a troll was the Coffee unit, but it was simply just because he was a booster unit. I mean, he obviously can't do any freaking damage at all. But on a real note, all these units are actually good. A few of them are definitely outdated, but as far as the nightmares go, you know, they were actually pretty good. I mean, the Coffee unit was obviously a really good booster as well. He just didn't do any damage. But anyways, guys, make sure to join my Discord server because we do giveaways every 2 days in there. And also make sure to like and subscribe so I can feed my family. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.